Hello everyone. In this video, we will address about some of the numerical problems in Poisson distribution. So question number 31. For a Poisson distribution, if probability of x equal to x is equal to 5 times probability of x equal to 5, then find its standard deviation. So in general, for a Poisson distribution, the probability mass function will be what? Probability of x equal to x will be e to the power of minus lambda, lambda power x by x factorial. This is the general probability mass function for a Poisson distribution, where this lambda is considered to be a single parameter of the Poisson distribution. Now in this, what is given? So given probability of x is equal to 3 will be the same as 5 times probability of x is equal to 5. So now substitute for this left hand side, wherever x is there, substitute that with 3. Means we have e to the power of minus lambda, lambda to the power of 3 by 3 factorial. Right hand side will be 5 times e to the power of minus lambda, lambda to the power of 5 divided by 5 factorial. So first of all, 5 factorial, I can write it as 5 into 4 factorial. So let me write it 5 e to the power of minus lambda, lambda to the power of 5. This 5 factorial, I will split it like this, 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. So now here also there is a 3 factorial, here also there is a 3 factorial. I will first cancel that. This 5 I will cancel with this 5. This e power minus lambda I will cancel with this e power minus lambda, which means lambda cube should be equal to lambda power 5 divided by 4, or just cross multiply. We have 4 is equal to lambda power 5 by lambda cube, which is nothing but lambda square. When this is lambda square, then what is lambda? It means lambda is equal to plus or minus square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. This is our lambda. Now we know lambda will be the mean as well as the variance. So I can call this as variance. Then what will be your standard deviation? Standard deviation is square root of lambda. So I will have to write it as plus or minus square root of plus or minus 2. Means I'm taking square root of this plus or minus 2. So like that. But generally, if it is square root of negative 2, it becomes a complex number. So imaginary number. So what happens is we will simply consider the positive only. So I will say plus or minus root 2. That will be our standard deviation. But since it is a standard deviation, it cannot take any negative value. So here I will say negative not applicable for the first thing. Then again I will say negative not applicable, being a standard deviation. So ultimately the answer is positive root 2. That will be the result for this. Right? So let us move on to the next question. A car hire firm has 2 cars, which is hired out every day. The number of demands for a car follow a Poisson distribution. Means, let me say, let x equal to number of demands for a car per day. And given this x is following a Poisson distribution. So when I say a Poisson distribution, I need to write the parameter also. So we will write uniparameter, which is lambda. Right? This is given. And they say mean is 0.5. Mean is 0.5. And we know mean is lambda, right, for a Poisson distribution. Now the question is, what is the proportion of the days? When I say proportion, it is also considered as a probability of days on which some demand is refused. Now thing is, the car firm has got only 2 cars. When they will refuse the demand, when the demand exceeds 2 cars, then only they may refuse. Otherwise, they will accept the order and they will provide the car for the service, right? So that means what? If the number of demands exceed 2, then only they will refuse. So they are asking us to find out what is this probability. So they are asking us to find out what is the probability of x greater than 2, right? So since the values of x can go up to infinity, so this one is very difficult to evaluate. So we'll have to go for the complement of it. Complement of this is 1 minus of probability of x less than or equal to 2. That becomes your complementary event. Now, what do we mean by probability of x less than or equal to 2? It is probability of x is equal to 0 plus probability of x is equal to 1 plus probability of x is equal to 2. We have to evaluate this. Now, we can apply the Poisson's probability mass function and then substitute wherever x comes as 0. So it is e to the power of minus lambda. Lambda we know it is 0.5. So 0.5. Okay. And then lambda power x. So 0.5 to the power of x. Since it is 0, I will have to put 0 divided by 0 factorial. Then here, same e to the power of minus 0.5. Then 0.5 to the power of 1, and then I will have to divide it by 1 factorial. Then here, e to the power of minus 0.5, then 0.5 to the power of 2 divided by 2 factorial, right? Everywhere we may notice e power minus 0.5 is common. So let me write that. This is equal to e to the power of minus 0.5, open a bracket, then first term, 0.5 to the power of 0, it is 1. 0 factorial is also 1. So the first term inside the brackets will be 1. Then second term, it is 0.5 to the power of 1, which is 0.5, divided by 1 factorial is 1 only. So I'll have to simply write 0.5. Okay. And the third term, 0.5 to the power of 2 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. So I'll have to write 0.5 square divided by 2, which is 0.5 square is 0.25. So it is 0.25 divided by 2. So now we can substitute this e power minus 0.5 value, which is given in the question, 0.6065, 0.6065. Then 1 plus 0.5, it is 1.5. I'm just adding these two. 0.25 by 2 is 0.125. So if we calculate this, we get what? 1.5 into 0.6065. That works out to 0.9856. I'm rounding off. But what is the required question? What is the question actually? Question is to find the probability of x greater than 2, which is I have to subtract whatever probability I got, I have to subtract it from 1. So let me write probability of x larger than 2. Probability of x larger than 2 is 1 minus of this, whatever we evaluated. So that will work out to 0.0144. So that is the required answer. Question number 33. It says x follows a Poisson distribution, random variable x, and expectation of that random variable is 1. Then find the value of probability of x greater than 1. So what is that which is being asked to evaluate the probability of x greater than 1? So probability of x greater than 1, that can be written as 1 minus of probability of x less than or equal to 1. I'm going by the complement of it. What is that? That I can rewrite it as probability of x equal to 0 plus probability of x is equal to 1, right? Now, what is given? It is given as expectation of x is equal to 1. Expectation means it is mean. So that means it is nothing but our lambda value. So now I can substitute lambda in this probability mass function. It is now probability of x is equal to 0, which can be written as e to the power of minus lambda. lambda means minus 1, then lambda power 0, oh sorry, let me write it as 1 only, because we know the lambda value is 1. So it is now lambda power x, that means it is 1 power 0 by 0 factorial plus e to the power of minus lambda, which is 1, and the lambda power x, that is 1 power 1 divided by 1 factorial. Why I am replacing 1? Because here we are calculating x is equal to 1, right? So what is this? So this will be equal to 1 minus of 1 power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1, so I can simply write it as e power minus 1. What is this? This is also 1, and this 1 factorial also 1. So again, I can write it as e power minus 1. Now, what is this? It is 1 minus 2 times e power minus 1. Or I can rewrite it as 1 minus 2 divided by e power 1. Or simply I can, e power 1 is nothing but e, right? So I can take LCM as e. So I can say this is e minus 2 by e. That's the result of this particular problem. Is if you find the contents of this videos to be good enough, then I request you to please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.